do that.
Why?
I've got to give him the crime shot, haven't I? I'll get a crime
You've
shot.
got to let him shoot you first. Then he becomes a viable target.
But, oh!
There's a car over here.
What?
There's a car over here.
I didn't see which way you went, mate.
The Circle 120.
Hang on, which way did you go?
It's
I didn't
got
see where you...
all the tires. Just come out into the clearing.
What the
It's
fuck?
got all 4 tyres.
Right, try again. You determined to get a fucking grenade up there.
What the fuck? Why did you ram me?
I didn't ram you, I ran the pony.
Space. The final frontier, apart from we're going through time. These are the voyages of the starship, except it's a time ship. Ariana.
Stay there. Can't believe you didn't set that one up. Son of a whore. I'll do that.
Oh, what was that? Oh,
Why not work?
Fucking hell, look at that tree. It's been a long time since I've done it. I'm up here. Whoa!
Slow it. Fucking hell.
Come on, kids, on you get.
Wait,
There's an extra one, wasn't there?
hang on. I want you.
Yeah, should we jump off at the last second? Genius, yeah.
Reams.
Oh, well, yeah. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. I don't know what I did. Hello folks, welcome to an interrupted intro on day 233 of the Countdown Stream Video Challenge. Today, farming sim. Martin's here. Yeah. They heard? Oh no, they didn't. Fuck.
Hello. 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 Did they hear that?
Yeah, they did.
Ew.
For fuck's sake.
I very nearly did it. You went, oh, they can't hear you. Shut up. Have you seen that? Did you see the trailer for the Voyager game that's coming out?
No?
It's on the group chat. Me and Tom both posted. I didn't realise he had posted it already, and I posted it straight after him.
No, I've not.
I need to try and find out if it's multiplayer or single player.
I vaguely remember a message in there asking if it was multiplayer, and I didn't really understand what, because I hadn't watched the video. It's very chuggy, this server, isn't it?
Oh, I've leveled off now, where I've been on it for about half an hour, just waiting.
That car overtaking just reminded me. I got cut up on a roundabout tonight by a learner driver.
Alright.
Should have been my right of way, so I entered the roundabout. So did they. So I just slowed down to let them go, because they're learning, right?
No, right. There's some interesting law changes coming to driving.
Whoa! What was that?
That was me tapping the curb on the lay-by.
Okay. I know there's one which I've heard about a few times. I don't know if it's something that's ever going to happen, but they want it so that once you pass your test, you're on like, I guess, like 2-year probation or something.
2 years.
But you have to have.
Yeah.
I can't. Like, one version of it is you have to have a
Can't take
supervising
passengers.
driver all the time.
No. No.
One is you can't drive after a certain time. You can't have same age passengers and this kind of stuff. It's...
So the one that I'm pretty sure that's going to get passed is you won't, for the first year, you won't be able to take passengers.
Right.
To lower the risk of injury to others. Obviously there's the one But I said about, which was you have to do a first aid course
Yeah.
as part of your theory test. There's the one I've mentioned a few times where they're saying that theory test you only get 3 attempts at.
Do you think the first aid thing will be like retroactive, that all drivers will have to...
What is going on? What is going on? So that,
We have to try this.
by me pressing to open up my... Okay. I don't know what that was all about. I managed to hire a worker somehow by not pressing a button for hiring a worker. That was interesting. Yeah. Am I dropping the straw? I can go.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think they'll make that a retroactive thing? You have to be first aid trained.
Yeah, they'll either do it whereby you have to have a first aid certificate before you can take your theory, or it might be just part of the theory test.
So for people who are already driving, do you think they'll have to?
No. It'll be added into new drivers. They never backstage stuff. I mean, some of the stuff I've been reading, like, I get the fact it's TikTok and most of it's made up. I get it. I understand that. But some of the stuff the government are bringing in is just insane.
Yeah.
Just insane. I ain't going to be able to afford to drive. I ain't going to be able to afford my mortgage, mate. If even half of what they're saying they're bringing in is going to be true.
Yeah, it's fun times we live in right now, isn't it?
Yeah. This field did not look that big on the map. What's the fucking size to it?
It's long but quite thin.
Not the first time you've heard that, right?
Don't worry about
Have you know, I was told it was very thin and barely noticeable.
Have you know the comment was actually it's unusually wide.
Unusually, for a phrase, it's unusually wide.
What's that sound?
The other thing I saw. What's that?
Is that in real life?
What's wrong?
I thought I could hear. It sounded like just a load of ducks. And I couldn't figure out if it's in the game or real life.
Oh, that's some chug. That was some chug.
Yeah, it really was. I almost ended up in the field.
Yeah, the other thing that's been popping up a lot lately is if you subscribe to streaming services, you're gonna have to declare it on your yearly tax return.
Oh, you bastard. Thank you, game. Thank you, game. We can stop going in the field now.
Chug.
This is probably not the place to ask this, because we're both streaming. Am I supposed to be doing a tax return? I thought that was all done automatically.
Yeah. Ours are because of the setup we have.
Right, okay.
The only people that really do tax returns are self-employed
Right.
or people with irregular incomes.
Right, okay.
So I don't understand. How am I supposed to declare that?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, look, with a lot of this stuff on TikToks, when you actually read into it, it's all to do with benefits.
Right. Okay.
So a lot of the laws and rules they're bringing out is if you receive a benefit, you're going to have to do all these extra steps to justify why you need the benefit. So the rule, I don't know, were you on the other night when me and Butters were talking about
some degree, though.
if you're withdrawing a certain amount of money, or if you have a certain amount of savings, you have to wait for it for the Department of Work and Pensions to look into why you've got that kind of money.
Yeah.
Obviously, we all went, oh, that's disgusting. You don't. Actually, when you look into it, it's for people on benefits. And the thing is, they want to understand is why have you got 10 grand's worth of savings?
And they're trying to claim benefits.
When you're on benefits?
Yeah.
That's so. No, I don't necessarily disagree with that, but it's a slippery slide.
Yes.
In 10 years' time, we'll be at the point where you and me are having to declare why we're watching Netflix. You know?
Yep.
It's always a slippery slide.
I remember there was one person when I had to claim benefits for a while. He had been made redundant, so he had got a payout. And he had used that, he'd like cleared his mortgage, all this kind of stuff before going to claim benefits. And they turned around and went, yeah, but you had this amount of money, so you should have been able to live off that. So you're not getting any money.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he went, but I thought it'd be better to not then have to claim anything to help me with my mortgage or anything like that. Nope.
No, you're not entitled to anything. But it's like the whole system whereby the people that with overtime and that, where if they work overtime, it affects their benefits for months.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why not have a system set up whereby your benefit fluctuates with your earnings to encourage you to work?
It doesn't affect it for months.
See, the way it was explained to me, and I've never ever claimed, so I'm not talking from a point of view of knowledge, right?
Yeah.
The way it was explained to me that if you did a month, you say you did like, you earned an extra £100.
Yes.
The benefits is then worked out over a quarter of a year to take that money back, or to cut your benefits so you don't get as much benefits, but over multiple months rather than just 1 month. So,
because my mum has been on universal credit, I think. She just got a new job as well. So with her new job, I don't think she will be anymore, but because she was low earner, she stayed on universal credit to top up her money.
Yeah.
So if she earned, say she earned £100 more this month, her benefits next month will be £100 less, because it would react. Well, it's not exactly £100 less. It's worked out so much in a pound. It would be less. That would be subtracted.
Less, yeah.
And then if she then went back to earning her usual amount next month, the month after, her benefits would return to normal. Or if she earned less, her benefits would be more to make up for that. It reacts. It's probably about a month behind where it reacts.
It's a month behind where it needs to be.
Yeah.
Right, that's not how it was explained to me, so that's fair enough. I don't get it. I say I've never ever claimed anything. I've always worked. And so I'm not going to talk from a point of knowledge. But there needs to be at some point, for the people that turn around and say, well, there's no point me doing the extra hours because I have to work and I don't gain anything because I lose my benefits.
So, yeah, there is a point. So there's a certain threshold where you hit where they take more off of you, so you end up with less at the end of it, because
right.
I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but say you work 17 hours and that takes you over that limit.
Yeah.
And you would normally get, as an example, £500 all in, because you've gone over that limit by an hour. They take all your benefits off, so you're only getting 350.
See, that I don't agree with. Where's the incentive for someone who wouldn't normally do those hours to do those hours? Because there's no point, right?
Yeah.
There's really no point.
The way
Because actually, why not just flex like, oh, you earned an extra £100 this month. Well, next month we're going to take £50 back.
Yeah.
So it's not a punch in the face.
And that is how it works up until a certain threshold, where then they just go, okay, you're at the cut-off where you no longer need universal credit, so there you go, you don't get any.
No, but that's where they're fucking up,
Yes.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's where they're fucking up. They should say, they should just carry on no matter what you're earning up to a point. If it becomes a consistent extra earning, so you do it for a year and you've earned that extra money, right, I get it.
Yep.
But if you've just done it for a month or 2 months, there should not be a massive backlash punishment for earning that money.
No.
There really shouldn't. Because all you're doing is convincing someone who wouldn't normally do those hours, there's no point doing those hours.
Yeah. The way I think it should work is, let's say your benefits is £500 a month. It's probably more, but say it's £500 a month. You're earning 250 of that each month normally, so you're only getting £250 from universal credit. But this month you earn £250 more. So okay, it reduces to 0 because you've got 500. That's where you need to be. You've got 500. But that's at the point it reduces to 0. If you earn £200 more, you get 50 quid. Because it tops you up to the...
Yeah.
I can't actually remember what my starting figure was, but it will top you up to the 500.
Risk with that is there's no incentive to work. Because you can not work and still get the same amount of money.
Yes. And no.
Where's the incentive to work?
Oh, no, okay, yeah, I get what you're saying, yeah.
There should be... Oh, you've worked a full-time job this month. Well, yeah, we're gonna cut some of your benefits because you worked a full-time job this month, but we're not gonna cut it all because we want you to work. We want you in the workplace, earning a wage. So whereas we could take it all away. We're not going to take it all away. We're going to take half of it away.
So you've still got the reward for doing it.
Yeah, there needs to be an incentive for the people that wouldn't normally get up and go out and work because there's no point, right? Because you're getting the same amount of money whether you work or not.
Yeah.
There needs to be an incentive there to go, right, actually, no, I should get up and go to work today because I can have an extra £100 in the bank this month.
Yeah.
That's I always find I will work as many hours as I can on my life. It's getting harder as I get older, and I'm struggling as I get older. I'm not pretending it's not harder as you get to certain ages. But all my life I've always been, I will work no matter, like, even if I'm only getting an extra £10, £20 a month, it's £20, right? When you're paying a mortgage, when you're feeding a family, £20. So even if I only gain an extra £20 a month, I will do those hours. You know?
Yeah.
There's got to be an incentive.
What did we just spend 25.5 grand on? Because we're both driving down a field.
No, right, okay. Callum, before you came on, I fucked up.
Oh, okay.
Because I've been drinking.
Okay.
I tried to refuel the harvester.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't work. So I thought the fuel tank at the yard was empty.
Okay.
So I refilled the fuel tank at the yard for 25 grand.
You filled it to the maximum, didn't you?
I filled it to the maximum, 25 grand.
Well, that'll do us for the next 2 years then.
The harvester was not parked close enough to the fuel tank. So I apologise for that, but it's your fault for leaving me alone on the farm while I've been drinking.
For fuck's sake. I mean, you have bought enough diesel for us probably for the next 2 years.
Well, they can sell it on to other farmers, right?
No, because we can't get it out of that tank. Ooh, we might actually be able to. I don't know.
If we bring in a surplus fuel tanker and drive it somewhere else and delete it for the same price that we paid for it,
for the same price.
I mean, give it away for the same price that we bought it.
To be fair, we'll use it. I've just dipped
to be
below
honest,
half a tank,
I've been going through fuel quite a lot, so I don't think we'll be.
We're getting overtaken by a cement mixer.
So I've just read in my chat that I'm not used to anyone being in, so please bear with me. Also scares some people from trying to work while on benefits, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I try not to comment. I've never been on benefits. I've always worked. And I'm not saying there's not a place for it, but there's got to be an incentive in the world to work. If there's no incentive to work, people will never work. Because what's the point, right?
Do you know the biggest incentive I got from signing
Working
on
with
to
me,
work?
right?
That makes you not want to work.
Wow. Wow.
Sorry, but you have been drinking. I don't know how that works. That accidental fucking worker you hired cost us £4.
4 quid.
There's your incentive to work.
That's getting deducted from my wages, right?
I can't remember what I said. Oh yeah,
there
my
is different
incentive.
types of benefits, yes, but yeah.
My incentive was
I'm-
just the way that the job centre treats you.
Yeah, it's again, never been to one, so I tend to take people that have been there, take their word for it. I don't know. I don't see. Obviously, you know, we've had this conversation before. I left school before I got GCSEs. Don't have GCSEs, don't have A levels. But the one rule my dad put in place when I left school was he wasn't paying for me. If I wasn't in education, he wasn't paying for me.
Yeah.
So if I left school, I had to have a job. That was the simple rule, fair enough rule.
Yeah.
So the day I left school, I had a job, and I've never not had a job because I have to pay for myself. And I'm a married man now with a child, so I have to pay for. I don't have to pay for my wife; she has her own job. But I have a family to provide for, so that's my incentive. I have to provide. You know, it's. I don't know. How did we get on this conversation? I had a lovely bottle of red wine tonight to relax, and I'm talking about benefits, which I have no knowledge about because I've never claimed any. So why am I even commenting on? I don't know.
I don't recommend it.
But no, yeah, it just goes back to that. I genuinely think in life there needs to be a drive and a reason to do something. Otherwise, you'll never do it. If there's no reason to do it, no one will ever do it.
I have to be honest. I'm at the moment more willing to take an extra day or a few hours, whatever, overtime, because the amount I'm paying out now for my car is less in my pocket.
Yeah.
So the more hours I do, the more I have in my pocket. But I still very much balance it on. Do I want to be at home today, or would I like to be able to afford to do something on my next day off? And I balance it through that. I have the luxury of being able to balance it through that, so.
But some just can't handle a job is due to physical or mental issues that can also benefit. Also get benefits, sorry, which is I think more. Yeah, no. There's always. It's the world we live in. There's always a reason for some people. I don't know. I don't know, but. I do think it's really hard these days where every job wants you to have a degree or wants you to have certain, like, no matter what it is these days. Like, groundskeeper. Oh, you need to have a degree in horticulture. Why? Why do you need a degree? Go do the job, learn the job. What happened to that? What happened to the days where you went and did a job, you learnt the job? What happened to
An
that?
apprenticeship.
Yeah.
They still exist, you know.
I think it's harder these days. Do you not
Yeah.
think? Without going into, obviously we don't discuss what we do,
Yeah.
but even in our world, it's leaning more towards they're more interested in people with degrees than they are
Yes.
anything else.
Yeah.
But why? A degree doesn't give you life knowledge and oh shit, I'm nearly full, by the way.
No, I think for like what we do, you're better off
with
learning
that
on the
comment in
job.
my group chat, doesn't matter if you have your head screwed on backwards, as long as you have exam papers. Your exam papers look superb, and you can get the job. Yeah, very much so. Again, we don't discuss what we do on online, but yeah.
Would you
I'm
not
sure
agree though with our job? You're probably actually better learning on the job.
Oh, 100%.
Because
100%.
you can sit in a classroom and someone tells you how to do it, but that means nothing.
And something I learned. So when I started, I was not the person that you know today. I was very shy. I was very quiet. Believe it or not, before I worked in our field, in our job, I never swore. I was very quiet, very withdrawn. But it's the people you work with. It's how you learn the job. You learn on the job.
Yeah.
You know, my confidence levels comes from doing the job.
My confidence has grown massively from where we work.
Yeah.
I've almost said where we work like 3 times.
No. And I'm the one that's been drinking, right? Right, I'm going to go to the end of this row.
Yeah.
And I'm going to spin round and start going up and down, just so you're aware. I don't want you to...
So yeah, our job at the Ministry of Defence. Shit.
Them naked cleaners.
Naked cleaners.
How does he know what we do?
If I was a naked cleaner, I'd never get hired.
Oh dear.
A lot of other people I'd want to be hired by anyway.
No, I can't. I was having a conversation not so long ago, and I can't believe who I am today and where I was. I know, look, I hope like she ain't listening, so I can't tell her she's right. But I owe a lot of my confidence to my wife. She's brought that out of me over the years. But I do think a good portion of it's the job. Once you know the job and you learn the job, that's where your confidence comes from.
Yeah. I think the main bit of my confidence building was doing what you do. Which means nothing to anyone else. But, what?
Is that because I'm always right?
No.
Oh.
Because that role...
There's some people out there with some fucked up fetishes. I bet he could still get a job as a naked cleaner.
Can we move off of naked cleaners?
I want that job now. I've got a job on it. Oh
Don't
dear.
expect to get hired anytime soon.
Wow. I should have been drinking. I'm not deaf. That'd be horrible.
Yeah, but I wish I was blind.
Oh dear. Nice. All my lessons I've learned the hard way over the years. In my young years, I was volatile and I argued everything about everyone. And yeah, just as you get older, I don't know, you relax off all that stuff. I think testosterone levels go down. I'm guessing, but it's. Right, how am I going to do this? I'm going to go far end and go down, so my pipe is still out.
Something about the naked cleavage.
Shit! Fuck! Hey, if I identify it as a pipe, I'm not going to argue. Oh dear.
There's some small pipes out there, don't worry.
Speaking from experience, apparently.
Always. Wait, what?
Anyway. It's funny, the things you go through. Like, obviously being a parent, all I think about now is obviously the future for my daughter. That's all you ever think about now. When she's getting to be a teenager now, she's not long. As scary as it sounds, it's not long before she's going to be finished school, and then she's going to be in the job market as well. It's scary. Yeah, it's scary how quick it's gone. I tell you. I thank everything that she's more intelligent than me. So I'm just going to pick up my phone to read this, because, you know, alcohol goes on. I'm not English, so I don't really know the culture, talking about job, etc. But why are you so scared about it? Is it due to it being a silly job, or like, why care what people think about you, what you do? Yeah, that's true. As long as you enjoy what you're doing. I think there's some jobs, again, without going into what we do, there's some stigma around certain jobs where people think you're not, you know, think less of you for what you do. But I've always been of the opinion, if you're providing and you're living a fun, healthy life, what does it really matter? You don't need all the super duper cars and massive houses. You don't need to have that to have fun in life and to be with people you love and you like. And it's I think people put too much emphasis on that sort of stuff. I'd rather have a fulfilling life than a exciting one, if you know what I mean. I'm waiting for the daughter. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm waiting for that. I think that was always the things that scared me when I was younger, though. It wasn't jobs or anything like that. It was like having a family and being able to provide. I don't know if that was a generational thing, because that's what was drummed into us at my age, when I was young. But that's always the only thing that's ever concerned me is, can I provide? Yeah, true, there is stigma around everything, but I think it's heightened with everything that's going on in the world, and everything, especially in England at the minute, some of the stuff that's going on. I think it's just putting a lot of barriers and tension among different demographics. But God, this is a big field. We've still got to do the bales.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if that hay has turned into straw yet. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I wonder if that grass has turned into hay, yeah.
If you manage to turn hay into straw, please tell me how. I think we could make a lot of money.
So here's how you turn hay into straw. You find someone who is willing to trade.
Oh dear.
We've not paid Get Your Rocks Off yet. I'll pay that company. Otherwise, how will our rocks be off?
I'm not going to read out your latest comment in the group chat, but yes, I very much agree. Yeah, I'm enjoying being back streaming, to be honest. I did try videos for a while, but yeah, it's not for me. I don't have the ability to edit.
I don't have the patience for editing.
I have vowed that I'm gonna, every time I'm on the farm for this current year of farming, I will stream. I can't guarantee with my real world job that is going to be a possibility, unfortunately, but I will try. Are you full up? Are you heading back?
Yeah, I'm heading back.
Always makes me laugh. I find myself giggling away sometimes to how much of a fight I put up to buy in that original farming sim game. It's not for me. I'll never play it. It's a waste of money. It's literally my most played game. I think I got 1,500 hours in 22, something like that. I drive my wife mad as well, especially like we're driving. Oh, they're harvesting that field. That field's got 2 baileys running. Drives her up the wall.
Who was it who was in the car with me? It might have been you, driving past a field, and I was looking in the field whilst I was supposed to be driving because I was looking at loads and loads of bales, and then remembered I was the one driving.
Look at that fence. Yeah, you're right. I kid you not, I lost. So the tractor I've got this year, because we've gone for smaller tractors this year, I've got a Voucher. I can't remember what model it is, but I custom did the paint job. Just because I wanted it to be a bit different. We were following a tractor down the road the other day that had my paint job on it. Again, driving the wife mad. But it was driving to on the way to holiday, and we were driving past all the cabbage. I think it was cabbages.
Yeah.
It was cabbages or broccolis, one of them. And 2 John Deeres went past us with some random equipment on them. To the point I spent the next 20 minutes googling, trying to find out what they had on, and it was a conveyor belt system. These little cups, so they would sit on the back of the tractor, and people just follow along behind, picking the cabbages, putting them in the cups, and the conveyor belt system runs them into crates. Oh, yeah, mad. We do love a good Fent on this stream.
Well,
I think the only person that stuck with Fent this year was you, though, wasn't it?
it is, yeah.
I think Butters gave up on the Fent this year.
Yeah, he went with a chainsaw. It's a chainsaw
Steyr.
brand. That's it.
Steyr, yeah. Steyr, whatever. We still got to do the Fent Boy stream.
Yeah.
We've got, you know, the matching outfits now. We've got to work out. We've got to sit and plan that.
Yes. Won't be until I come back from Finland now, though.
Yeah. No, it's understandable. I'm not ready for it at the minute. We need to pick a map, set it up, find enough mods for Fent equipment.
Yes. We need Fent tractors, Fent combines, Fent balers, Fent grass,
farming
Fent
equipment.
trees,
Like, it's yeah.
Fent
In answer
cars.
to my chat, yeah. In answer to my chat, the size of farming equipment, and it's not just. I was fine. Like you look at, oh, I've got a medium tractor in game, and you look at the size of it, and you pass the same tractor on the road, and you think, how is that medium? How is that a medium-sized tractor? They're humongous. Fent 900, yeah, I bet that's. We don't really get like where we are in the world. You don't really get the bigger equipment. You tend to, because obviously the country roads and stuff around England. You don't get a lot of the bigger equipment around, but there's some serious lag going on.
Yeah. That one at least had a reason, because it was saving.
Was it saving? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you don't tend to get massive equipment. Well, I don't tend to see massive equipment anyway. You tend to get more of the.
It wouldn't fit down our roads.
No, you just wouldn't. Yeah. Although I did. There's a field between yours and mine.
Yeah.
Last year had the case quad track. Had a case quad track running cultivating.
Okay.
So you do. It's not we don't have them. I just don't really see him that often. But
I wonder if that farm was having a little bit of fun and that was on like loan for testing or something.
maybe. I watch a guy on YouTube called Ollie Blogs. I watch his. He does daily video uploads, and he owns a quad track, but he's in a part of the country where it makes more sense. But
We just got ourselves some
Idea,
Lamborghini
so
tractors.
Lamborghinis. Not something you see a lot of, is it? I don't think you see a lot of. Like, I've always lived somewhat in rural areas, and I've never seen a Deutschfahrt. John Deere, yes. Fent, yes. Case, yes. New Holland,
I've never
yes.
seen that.
Yeah, voucher not as often as I would expect to see them. We don't hear either. It's rare to see big tractors, but if Fent 1000 or a John Deere 8R is okay coming. Yeah. Oh shit, I'm going offline. But you think, so the harvester we used last year, or last year's Year of Farming,
Yeah.
could you imagine trying to get that down our roads?
Oh, no.
It just wouldn't. It'd be a nightmare.
There was places on that map, and that was a big map, where it was sometimes difficult.
We have a Deutschfahrt dealer not far from me. They look better than in game. Some with NH tractors, New Holland that is. They look much better in life. Yeah, see, in terms of real life, I really like case tractors. I don't know why. I hate John Deere's. Not even for a reasonable reason.
I hate them indicator tip.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not a reasonable reason.
So let me rephrase that. I hate the indicator beep.
It's the fact that that first year of, was it the first year or second year of farming, we had the John Deere briefly,
First, I think. And it was very
and the
briefly.
fact that it didn't even tick or beep in time.
Nah, just
It drove me round the bend. Quite literally.
it was. I remember we bought it. I think you drove it first, and you're like, "I don't like this."
Yeah.
And I got in it, went to take a corner, hit the indicator, turned the indicator off, backed it up, and went, "I'm getting a different tractor."
Yeah. Yeah, the newer, especially some of the case tractors that are coming out with the custom paint jobs or the skins, the custom skins they put on, they can look so good. But
I'd take that indicator beep over how the indicators worked in the Corsair I learnt to drive in. That is the most infuriating thing I've ever had to deal with. Genuinely, like, so, you know where like you click your indicator on, it stays in position.
yeah.
These don't. It's a little momentary switch.
Modern cars don't, do they?
You click it all the way down and the indicator will stay on. And then the slightest little turn of the wheel and it's like, oh, you no longer want your indicator, okay. But then to cancel it, I'm used to that, and you knock it in the opposite position to click it out. You do that, you start indicating the other way. But if you don't push it down far enough, you indicate for 3 ticks and then it's done.
Modern equipment, mate.
And it's infuriating. I remember going round a roundabout, and this is close to me being ready to take my test because I was pretty much just independent and driving at this point. I was going round a roundabout, and I started indicating in all different directions. I hate your fucking car. Those indicators don't make sense. Okay.
Right, I got Morse code, so I was going to spend some time in the cab. I'm not going to do that because I'm unloading as fast as I'm filling. I've got Morse code going on in my cab. The cabins look nice too on the newer Case tractors. Yeah, I think Case have picked up where Case were very much considered, or in this country I know, considered a budget tractor, a cheap tractor, a cheap option. I think they're trying to change that image a little bit. To bring themselves up to get more popular. I think they're definitely picking their game up. I'm really hoping they get the manual attach mod sorted out. I'm
Yes.
missing that more than I expected to miss it as well.
I still get out of the
And I'm
tractor every so
missing-
often and go, oh fuck, what am I doing?
Yeah. I'm missing and I think I'm the only one that misses it, the centre of gravity.
So,
Because
I agree,
I
I
just
am
drive
missing
over
it.
at full speed.
I am missing it, I do agree, but it's been nice not rolling.
Yeah, I know, but you could just slow down and not roll.
Then you can shut up. I don't know. These are two things that probably won't happen.
I think you've known me long enough to know that I can't.
I'm so glad that at the end of each row you just immediately drive off and just spray straw everywhere.
To be fair,
I've
in
been
my
drinking.
defence, I did warn you multiple times before I even hit the stream button. I've been drinking tonight, and it was a very, very nice bottle of wine. To be honest, we did dinner, and I was meant to be going back to paint the skirting board in the bath, in the toilet, because I've nearly finished the toilet, decorating the toilet. Yeah, no, there's no way I was fit to hold a paintbrush when I finished dinner, so that's getting done tomorrow morning early now.
Not in a fit state to hold a paintbrush, but let's go harvesting.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just a game, right? I can't do any real damage.
This is real life to me.
All right.
I had a conversation with how am I going to code this? I had a conversation with someone at work. I can't figure out how to code it with who it was.
Right.
They were you in your absence last week.
Right, okay.
You may or may not get that. I was talking about the farm and what we'd set up, and apparently this is probably like the longest conversation I've had with them, and it was all about Farming Simulator. And I then started to talk about the horses, and apparently she had visions of me with a saddle and a chair.
What?
As in, like, virtually riding a horse.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it didn't sound great. But this person being this person has mentioned it a couple of times now, and every time it sounds bad. And every time I've had to clarify, yeah, so there's this game called Farming Simulator where we have horses on the farm this year.
Hey, my wife owned a horse. I can get thrown off a horse really well.
Okay.
I've told you about my attempts to learn to ride, right?
I'm just
have
confused
to-
how that relates to a saddle and a chair.
I'm just saying, they're saying about you, it's fair enough. They couldn't say about me because I wouldn't know how to ride a horse. But anyway, yeah. In response to my chat, there's one thing 25 I think is missing a lot is some of the realism mods.
Yeah.
I think it's something we're hurting for because me and Callum, not so much Alex. Alex doesn't mind the realism stuff. It's not his.
No.
It's not what he plays the game for, which is fair enough. We all have our different reasons, but we have always strived to play as realistic as we can within boundaries. But there were some mods I wasn't prepared to stretch to, and we had a bit of an argument over one last year.
Yeah, it was a maintenance thing, wasn't it?
Maintenance where it actually, so it randomized what was wrong with your tractor, and it would be out. You could potentially lose your tractor for a week.
Yeah.
It was a great mod. It's just more than I was willing to stretch to in terms of trying to manage real life as well. But yeah, no, I like, and we laugh like when this is technically year 4 of our streaming as close to farming as close to real life as we can, because obviously you can only do 28 days a year. 28 days a month, sorry, not a year. I have been drinking, I did warn you.
Do you want me to just record a button for you, so you just tell me to press the button?
No, just understand.
Just
be understanding for a
understand.
change. Just understand. Just be understanding, Callum. I know it's a stretch for you.
You've known me for how long? Have I ever been understanding?
Yeah, never, not once.
There we go. I don't know why you're expecting it now.
Growth.
Growth. Look, you've seen how tall I am. I clearly don't know how to do that. before you get an overhyped joke.
Yeah, no, it's funny on that. That's why we like, especially with this server, because this is what we stream on as well. There's only 3 of us that really. Sometimes one of our friends Tom joins us. I don't think he even has 25, so it's just the 3 of us, and that partially is it limits the argument over what mods people do and don't want.
Yeah.
And if we get desperate, we do pull the, well, me and Callum pay for the server, so we decide. We pull that occasionally.
There was something
I
that I
don't think
said the other day. Genuinely annoyed me, the comment he made. Because I was like, you'll fucking give up in like 2 weeks. It was for me going on holidays. Yeah, well, you know, abandoning the farm, this, that, I was like, yeah, you'll fucking abandon the farm for the rest of the year in about 2 weeks' time, so fuck off.
Oh dear.
He tried to get a right out of me, and he succeeded in that moment.
Where I was going with the conversation that I trailed off from was, this is the way I love to play the game. I don't really enjoy playing it, skipping months, skipping time and all that. I really enjoy the fact that this just runs for the year. I dip in and out based on what the farm needs and what time I have.
Yeah. I'm back over here now.
Callum has built, or is in the process, where we had for last year, we had an app that sent us emails. So if something was desperate, so if the cow's feed was low, we got an email. We got a group email saying a percent. Did it give a percentage, or it just said it was low, critically low, and depleted, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Was what we got. So we knew someone would have to jump on and feed them, or, you know, a conversation would be had, messages would be sent.
That person found out we have an app today as well. And I feel like I got a what the fuck are you wasting your life on look. Especially when I need to introduce the weather into our app so that we can actually see the weather forecast now that weather's more of a problem, and I started talking about that and then realised they were not interested.
I always find though, when people are like that, is start the comments. What hobbies have you got? Or what hobby do you like?
Yeah.
And get them to talk about their hobby for a bit. And they go, "This is my hobby."
Yeah.
You know, you like cars, you like changing the wheels, you like revving the engine, whatever. This is no different.
Car knowledge. Changing the wheels, revving the engine.
Right. I don't drive and I have zero car knowledge. Have I ever pretended otherwise? Other than you sending me a video clip.
I knew that was coming.
Engine.
I knew that was coming.
Right, listen to this. Does it sound alright to you?
Sounds like it's firing on 3 cylinders. That's a 3-cylinder car. The engine.
What? Oh shit! How have I managed to detach my head? I genuinely detached the head of the harvester. It was the lock on my daughter's face. That I will never forget. I was just stood like trying to get ready for work, stood in my corridor upstairs with my phone to my ear, listening to an engine. And she's, what is wrong with you? What are you doing? So, my friend sent me the sound of an engine. He wants to know if it's that. What do you know about cars? Absolutely nothing, all right? Drunk harvesting, call the police. Hey,
It's private
I'm
property.
sure there's every farmer out there has accidentally pressed a button on their steering wheel and dropped their head off the harvester, right? Perfectly natural.
The game lagged and I almost drove through the field. And I may have... it felt like I was drifting at one point. And I ripped the wheel off the desk.
Oh dear. I'll never forget that day. I'll wait for the laughter because you were online with me when my fucking leg on my chair snapped. Oh, fucking Fucking hell. I can't even remember what we were playing. It was definitely a driving game of some sorts. And 1 minute I was sat there, steering away. And the next minute I was on the floor. Oh, that was funny.
Weirdly, I still think the funniest thing was you setting up your PC to game that time. And it's like, yeah, I'll be on in about half hour. Oh, fucking game! I'll be on in like half hour or whatever. And then I get a message like 15 minutes later. Yes, I've just realised I haven't got a chair.
Yeah. That's before I moved in this house, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I was on the kitchen chair in my old man's study. Oh, it's funny. Punching the wardrobe that time in VR. Fucking hell. That hurt.
I've done the same thing, trying to open a door in Phasmophobia in VR. But it still refers to that house as the wardrobe house.
The wardrobe. Right. I still can't believe Tom will never play that game again because I chased him around the house with a kettle.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it. I was a ghost at the time. He couldn't see me. All he could see was a floating kettle. That's not the point. Because we always had a rule in Phasmophobia. When you died, you weren't allowed to talk, so you had to mute your mic. So I was literally picked up a kettle and chased him around the house, and he refused. He logged out the game and refused to ever play it again. We were in VR.
Yeah. Do you remember that time when the ghost hunted? I think we were in the Brownstone High School. The ghost hunted, and obviously we would not communicate because the ghost is hunting. But I ran into a room and hid in a plant. You ran into a room and hid in a plant. You then did not realise we were in the same plant until we were back out in the corridor.
Yeah.
So, oh, I went in that classroom and hid in the plant in the corner. I went in that classroom and hid in the plant in that corner.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, well, we were in the same plant then. We're trying to figure out how to play Phas in nightmare mode.
Right.
So you only get 2 of the 3 evidence because it hides one. And we were like, right, let's play professional as though it's nightmare. We'll get 2 evidence and then we'll stop trying to get evidence and see if we can figure out the ghost. And then we'll get the last bit of evidence to see if we're right. And we're doing all these tests and that. And we'd ruled out a few bits of evidence. I was like, oh no, we can't do that. If we're trying to do it as though it's nightmare mode, we can't rule out any evidence. Well, yeah, we can, because the ghost has walked through the salt and hasn't left any footprints, so there's no UV. I went, yeah, but if we're playing it like it's nightmare, it could be hiding that UV. So we cannot ever rule anything out. And like, every time we try to do it, we were like, okay, I think this ghost is doing this, so which means it might be this. We've got this bit of evidence. We just need one more bit of evidence to be sure. And the ghost, 1 bit of evidence here, have all of it. So, well, okay.
I think what I might do to make it easier. Sorry, just changing the subject briefly. When we come to bailing, I might run the windrow in front of you, just to make it easier.
Yeah.
Anyway, carry on.
The other night we went into a house. We were in there for ages, no activity at all. I think it's a shade. I was like, well, based on the fact we've had 0 activity, yeah, I think it might be a shade. It was right, it was a shade. Now, what part of that conversation made it into Butters' clip? Me walking into the van going, the van's the coldest place I have seen. And then Butters going, so based on all of these things, I think it's the shade, so let's go over shade. And then it's the shade. Right, thanks, Butters. You just ruled out the the whole conversation we had about it.
Yeah.
Yes, he led the conversation, but I added a couple of bits in where I agreed with him, and I added some reason to the argument. I didn't just walk into a van going, "It's cold in the van," and select the thing he selected. That's what it made it look like in his clip, and I only saw that stuff. Fuck you. It's a professional photo on the back of a lorry all over again.
I can't remember how annoyed we were about that. I'm still a little bit. Like, there's me. I look like I've murdered a bunch of people. There's you. You look like Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
And there's him. Oh, I went to a professional photographer to have mine done.
It's funny because our one was from the same night out.
Yeah.
I think it was probably the same picture, just like cropped. So like we've both been drinking and that, so it's just his one is like perfect lighting, like fucking expensive camera. Oh, it's just like a dark, dingy pub. It's just fucking.
All right. In counter argument to that, in counter argument to that is I would be more concerned if Baz had professional grade pictures of us, just to hand. Because I want to know what he's doing with those pictures.
Do you know what? Yeah, you're right. I wish I hadn't said that, because you just... Yeah, I'm always right.
I am always right.
No, I saw it the other day, and I only realised it last week. We had a conversation about something that we have spoken about today, which I can't mention on stream.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, I think it's this way. I'm fairly certain it's written this way. I think it's this way. And I was like, I'm fairly certain it's written a different way. And then you came back, and you effectively went, oh, I was wrong, you were right. But you didn't say it that way, to the point where I didn't pick up on it until last week. So hang on a minute, it was wrong. It was literally just like a fleeting moment. It was wrong. Fucking hell.
I would like to think that you're honest enough to admit that when I'm wrong, I will always admit I'm wrong.
To be fair, you did come up with like, oh, it's different. But you didn't stand there, sound a bell, fucking put out a newsletter because you were wrong.
I would like to announce to all the peasants in my vicinity, I was wrong.
I don't know what you think of us.
You didn't know that by now. Oh dear. Oh, fucking hell, this is taking a while, isn't it?
Yeah. It's alright though, because the one ahead of us, still to do.
Yeah. What are you wanting to do? You wanted to carry on harvesting, switch to the next field and carry on harvesting, or you wanted to do bales?
We've got the equipment down there, shall we just keep harvesting?
That's fine. Just in between harvesting, I'm going to have to go down and grab a drink.
Yeah, I'm
and some painkillers because I've got a headache.
What, have you got a headache? Is it because you've been drinking?
I think it is, Callum. Which wine? I drink red wine. You can ask me the name of the red wine. It's a French red wine, and I can't remember the name, which is really helpful. But I got it really cheap, so. I don't really drink white wine. I drink red, and I nearly always drink French. Oh, I've done it again. I now know what button it is on my steering wheel that detaches the header.
Oh, we got through like 50,000 litres of wheat to dry, using something like 1,000, maybe 1,500 litres of methane.
Not too bad then.
No.
That is a good point. There you go. I will select the harvester and not the header. I didn't realise there was a button bound on my steering wheel, to be fair, to detach it, and I've just found that out the hard way. That's the problem. You go through this, you set up keybinds, and then you never use those keybinds.
Yeah.
So you forget what they do.
I can't drive in a straight line to save my life.
I did not harvest this field in a straight line, so it's probably because I keep moving away. Farm around and find out. Yeah. It was last night me and Butters were playing Star Citizen last night. And I've not played Star Citizen for a while because Star Citizen has issues and I get angry with those issues. Which is fine, but when I come back, my controls weren't working, so I had to rebuy my controls. There's an issue I have with Star Citizen quite often. And considering I bound the controls last night, 10 minutes later I could not remember what my landing gear button was. Could not for the life of me. And the danger with that game is you start pressing buttons and you turn engines off.
Yeah.
And then you fall from the sky. Which done before. Just a few issues. Look, I think we can all agree Star Citizen has so many issues. But it's annoying in the sense of I hate the game, I get angry with the game, I get wound up with the game, and then I spend half an hour taking screenshots on Microtech in a snowstorm, and then I remember I love the game. And it makes no sense.
It's that AI song that I generated for Star Citizen, where one of the lines was, it's buggy, it's a mess, it's this, it's that, but isn't it grand?
Yeah. It's a low budget game, so we can forgive it. Yeah, okay. Low budget. I will say, I bash Star Citizen a lot. I've had some of the best gaming experiences in my life in that game with other players. I've had some amazing moments in that game.
I'll never forget that night where I was just in an undersuit.
Oh, me and my menu trying to work out how to pick up a gun while you just slaughter everyone who's trying to kill me.
Yeah.
That was an amazing night.
Oh, look, there's a gun on the floor here. I wonder if I can pick it up. I'm going to try and pick this gun up. I think I just saw someone move. What? Breaks away from console. Bang, 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 bang. I've just added 3 more murder charges to my list. Oh, there was someone there then. I've managed to pick up the gun. Well, that's good then, isn't it? Although the end to that night was absolutely hilarious. Me selecting that last crime on my list, setting it to clear, and then I ran so that you would stand at the console.
Yeah.
I then ran, and just as I got out on the pad,
shot me.
ran straight into the bounty hunter that was coming for me just as that console finished. And I'm like, all right, mate, bang, you've got a crime stat.
Yeah. Wasn't it that same session a guy came in to get you and I was just jumping around in front of him and he got so annoyed with me, he shot me and got himself a crime stat?
Yeah. I think that was after you picked up the gun.
Yep. Oh, shit.
One of the most frustrating nights for me on that was where we all just refused to communicate. Well, no, sorry, we communicated. We all just refused to listen to each other. It was the, right, guys, I'm at the bottom of the stairs to where you guys are at. I'm at the bottom of the stairs. Yeah, okay. Go at the bottom of the stairs, bang, 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 bang. Yeah, you've just killed me. 5 minutes later. Guys, one of us is at the top of those stairs, just so we know it's a friendly at the top of the stairs. Yeah, cool, yeah, friendly top of the stairs. Someone at the top of the stairs! Bang, 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 bang! Get on, why the fuck did you kill me? Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. Why am I following you? I need to put this in the dryer.
Same with FS. I hate it because it doesn't do enough for it. I don't do enough for it. Gives me so many good and fun hours. Yeah, I think you're right. In your previous message, you were saying you only get so angry, or you only bash games so much because you love them so much, or because you get so much from them. And I think it's true, because you know what it can. You know the fun you can have. And the thing, going back to Star Citizen again, I remember some of the bad times, like in what was it, 13.1 or whatever it was, or do you remember I don't know if you were playing it back then, but with the QTing around planets, where if you locked onto a point on the planet and tried to QT to it, immediately blow up, or you'd end up in the middle of the planet and blow up. And I just remember just the thrill, and it was a pain in the arse when you were running cargo, especially when you were paying for that cargo yourself.
Oh my god!
And you could lose everything you'd earned in a week.
The number of times you would put like, the server's been stable all night. It's been really, really stable. I'm gonna go all in and actually start making a profit. Go all in. Yeah. And it's, right, guys, I've left the station all in. Why can't I QT? Why is this not 30k?
Yeah, lost everything.
Yeah.
So I remember those times. So I look at it now, and yes, it has its issues now. Yes, it has its problems. But it's still 10 times better than it was. And I know that's not an excuse. I understand that's not an excuse for the game, but it used to be a lot worse.
Yeah.
Just used to be a lot worse. Right.
My second favourite moment of Star Citizen has to be my very first experience with Star Citizen.
Oh dear. Us flying into each other in a Mustang.
Yeah, because neither of us could control the Mustang.
Yeah. I don't think anyway. It's because we didn't understand the speed limiter and all of that then. But I'm sorry, hands down, and I'm so annoyed that I lost the footage when my computer crashed and I had to rebuild my computer. That night that I convinced an entire server that Butters was bullying me and wouldn't leave me alone. To the point that out of the 50 people on the server that night, 49 of them turned up at Olisar to go and hunt him. That was just amazing. Dropping into Olisar and just seeing 49 or 48, 49 including me, ships lined up discussing what they were going to do to go get him because of what he was doing to me, which was 100% fabricated. Was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Do you remember my fascination with wanting to be able to stand on the outside of a ship while it QT'd?
Yeah,
and
then
then
I did that too, yeah.
Climbing on top of that carrack, getting locked out of it, and then you and Butters are like, shit, we're gonna have to pick you up when it goes to QT, we're gonna have to pick you up, and it's like, no you're fucking not, because I'm on it and now I'm a beacon, follow me.
So, have you seen the newest thing? I don't know if I sent you the video or not, because you know, videos that I send you. But someone's got a Hull A, the little one with the external cargo.
Yeah.
Put a sofa on the cargo grid.
Oh my god, can you sit on the sofa?
Because you can buy sofas now. QT sat on the sofa.
That is awesome.
And I just remembered I've started harvesting this field and I want to go and get a drink. Right, I'm just going to pull up.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put an intermission screen on. I will be back in a second. I'll see you in a minute.
I'm gonna run and grab a drink as well quickly.
Hello.
I'm back.
Right.
I think this is a smaller field.
Smaller.
Yeah.
I think it is slightly smaller. I don't think it's massively smaller. Just noticed on the map it's not showing us a proper field, is it?
No, that's why I asked you if it was a grass field the other day.
Right.
I'm just worried that like steering assist or something won't actually generate lines.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not using steer. I don't really use steering assist with the harvester.
Oh, I got in from work today, and all my timings were for being on by 8, if not before.
Yeah.
This is one thing I didn't calculate into my timings. Is I actually cooked food tonight when I got in.
Yeah.
I worked it all out that yeah, everything will be cooked, all sorted for 8 o'clock. Forgot you also eat the food you cook. So at like 7:45, when I had plated up my food, I was like, shit. And of course it's just come out the oven, so it's like ridiculously hot, and I'm trying to shovel it down. But I sat there, so I've timed this perfectly. Yeah, I'm gonna have like 15 minutes to spare. It's gonna be great. Not gonna be late. No, wait, shit, I've got to eat it. That's the whole point of this cooking process, is to eat it afterwards.
Yeah, we might actually have to cultivate this field.
Yeah.
I'll plough this field, sorry, whatever way, turn it into a field basically to register it as a field.
We can use the cultivator. I think that we've got that mod on, haven't we?
Yes, I think we have. I might have to rent a bigger tractor and bigger cultivator to actually do it though. Because with our
Yeah.
cultivators, we'll be here all fucking day.
You say that though, we do have to cultivate the field anyway, so
True. No, yeah, I was thinking about that as you said it. If that's even going to do it, I don't know. Problem with a modded map, isn't it? It's
yeah.
and it's the first run launch version of the
Carlton
map in it
Briscoe
as well.
said that he considers this a beta.
Yeah.
There is a field somewhere on this map which you can't harvest.
Is there?
Yeah, well, you can harvest like 50% of it.
Is that a known issue?
Yeah. Someone discovered it after it had been released.
I hope it's not one of the ones we bought, eh?
Hopefully not.
I'm full. I'm hoping you can get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen how
State
dirty?
of that. Yeah, I was about to say state of that fucking trainer. You know, that's because technically the field is quite wet though.
It could be. It could be. I noticed after I tedded the grass last night
Because the harvest is pretty messy.
that my tyres were actually wet
Yeah.
after I finished tedding it, because obviously I had unearthed all the fucking damp grass again, hadn't I?
What's the wear level set at?
Normal.
Can't harvest half the field because of what? So this version of the map is essentially a beta. So they've just found out that one of the fields you just can't harvest. There's a blocker in the field that doesn't allow you to harvest it. We ran into it on one of the fields last year, didn't we? On the oaks.
Yeah, you had to go at like multiple different angles to just try and get.
You couldn't, like, if you went in one direction, it just would not harvest it. But if you
Yeah.
went across it, it would harvest it. It was weird. That's the risk you run of using maps that aren't fully tested. Obviously, we tend to choose modded maps because we prefer farming on a British map. There's not a lot of them base game. Well, there's none base game actually. I say there's not a lot. There's none base game. This is our second farm Briscoe map.
Yes.
Isn't it? Yeah, because the oaks, the vintage oaks, was a Briscoe map. So
That had my favourite bug of all. For the map called the Vintage Oaks, you could not cut down an oak tree without breaking the map. And we ran the whole year understanding that we could not cut down an oak tree. But that we were going to test it at the end of the year. And we tested it. And 100% correct. Crashed the server, crashed the game, crashed the desktop. Corrupted the save. Gone.
in answer to the message in the chat, now I think it's not an ownership issue. It's some kind of blocker. I don't think it's a physical block either. I think it's just. I say we've run into it before. There are some fields you cannot harvest. I've run into it on modded maps before. It's obviously something to do in the XML. Something's not been coded right or put right. I'm guessing for that field.
Yeah.
What was the other issue we ran into one year? The harvester. No, I'm sure it wasn't last year. It was the year before on Greenland. I'm sure we ran into a point where, whether it was a lag issue or what, I can't remember. But the harvester just would not harvest, would not pick up. but then it would start doing it, and then it'd stop doing it, and it'd start doing it, and there was, I can't remember what caused it.
That wasn't when we were
2
trying
years
to do
ago now.
carrots last year, was it?
No, I don't think it was. I think it was on Greenland when we were on Greenland, Matt.
Right.
I remember the harvester I was getting angrier and angrier because the harvester, no matter what I did, would not pick up certain parts of the field. But then if you logged off, reset the server and came back on, it'd be gone. But you didn't have the stuff
Yes.
that it would have harvested.
Yeah, no, I remember that now, because you would just drive through it and it would still be there. You couldn't destroy it if you drove through it in a tractor or anything. It just, yeah.
Yeah, and then you'd reset the server and go, oh, no, you've harvested. No, we've registered now, you've harvested.
Yeah.
But you didn't give me the grain. Oh, yeah, no, don't worry about that.
Wasn't there an issue as well where you'd get like halfway through the field and the field would go, hang on a minute, let me put this wheat back in here. I'm sure there was one where...
most likely the farmlands layer that has not been done right. But those are easy to fix, though. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I struggle turning computers on, so going in and actually fixing files and coding and whatnot is not for me. My resident tech guru is Callum. He normally gets a message. It won't turn on. Have you pressed the on button? I'll try it. It's normally how our conversations go.
Oh, I remember that night of... Wow, it was basically a whole shift at work. Right, I've rebuilt my computer 5 times.
oh, you're never going to let me forget that.
No,
you won't
God,
allow
no.
the fact that you won't let the fact go that I rebuilt my computer. I was really pleased with myself. Just the fact that there was one file missing.
Yeah. The master boot record.
Master boot record was missing because I'd cloned the drive.
It's just, it was... I think I ended up going on a break and I sat down and I read back through everything you had said and my mind just went, you know exactly what that is. Because like, I wasn't focusing on really what you were saying to me. I was just trying to give like a quick answer.
Yeah.
But when I actually sat down and read it, I was like, oh, yeah, no, you're missing your master boot record. Nah, I put all the old equipment back
Which
in.
is a common issue if you've ever cloned a drive, which I found out afterwards. Yeah. Never knew naked cleaners have brakes. Oh, I think someone's getting their name changed in the group chat. Lord Commander Naked Cleaner.
What is mine currently? I can't remember.
Lord Commander Creepy Puppet, isn't it?
Oh, I'm sure it changed.
Was it changed?
Oh no, it's still Lord Commander Creepy Puppet. But it's been general cultivator.
It was your reaction. When did my name get changed to Creepy Puppet in the chat? Like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Was that because I'm short? No, it's because you look like a puppet.
Wait, is that why you keep sending me all the videos of puppets?
Oh my god, that's the funniest conversation I've had in a long time. I'm full again, mate. I was hoping to make it round, yeah.
Can he reverse it round to the pipe?
6 years later, yeah. It was the dawning realization on his face, though. It's hilarious. Oh dear. What is mine in the group chat in a minute? I don't think it's too
Sergeant
bad, my
Sauvignon
nickname.
Blanc.
That's it, yeah, because someone drowned me in wine. I was so wet. That was so ridiculous. 6 bottles of wine.
I almost did that to
Someone else.
yeah. I wasn't going to name. Do you know, I think I can say what I was going to say. Actually, I almost did that to a driver today.
Right. Okay.
Literally, almost the exact same thing.
Fuck's sake.
In the same way, like.
Oh dear. What were we talking about the other day? Oh, I can't remember what it was. I turned around and said, "Oh, it's like someone chucking a bottle of beer at you and blaming you for it happening."
I remember that.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily blame you for it. I was just.
Yeah, should have bloody doing that, then, should it? You blame me.
It wasn't me blaming you. It's just, in general, it shouldn't have been there.
What map is it? Saxlingham. Yes, it is Saxlingham. Saxlingham. I can't even say it.
Yes.
Saxlingham. Yes, it is. It was a toss up between for this year of farm, this one, and Moss Valley. We were in Moss Valley, but I don't know. I think Moss Valley was a bit on the small side for a whole year of farming, so. Although our 9 million did go further than I expected it to go.
100%. I didn't expect to still have 2.5. I don't know.
No.
We've still got to buy seed and fertilizer and all that stuff. But
Oh yeah, we got expenses and.
I did not expect us to be where we're at.
It's a legitimate spend though, because obviously we earned every penny across the 4
Yes.
year or 3 previous years of farming, so only spending money we've earned, and there's no way we're making it back this year. So
No.
got to keep all the equipment running and serviceable. Right, I'm going to do this last headland,
Yeah.
and I'm going to start my up and downs.
Shit, I'm full.
I think your trailer's quite full.
It's 100%.
Now the other day when I was moaning about how heavy my wheel was and I need to change the settings.
Yeah, you still haven't done it, have
Yeah, I haven't done it. And my wheel's still really heavy.
you?
It's the every year we've gone, should we do something different this year? Like we always do the cereal crops. Should we do carrots or beets? Yeah, let's do it. It's different. Yeah, let's do something. 10 minutes in. Oh, I know why we don't do these.
Yeah. At least we didn't even entertain that idea this year.
No, well, not yet. I'm sure some boredom are kicking at some point. Someone will have a good idea. But
I do remember last year me having genuinely forgotten that we'd ever tried to do carrots before. I think I'd blocked it out of my mind because it was so traumatic.
oh, we picked the worst field last year as well.
Yeah.
Such a big field. I mean, they're
And
all
then
big fields.
It ended up going wrong with the contract, didn't it?
Yeah. But that's. Do you not remember? Right when we were shutting down and finishing off the map, the harvester was still sat in the field.
Yes.
So we just gave up and left the harvester there. We never finished it.
Yeah.
We just left the carrot harvester sat in the field all year.
Yeah. It was owned by the Rent Boys. Subsidiary of Butters Incorporated.
Oh, this is going to need some maintenance again. It's already more damage than it was when I started.
Yeah, I think we might need to turn damaging that down.
Why is it not going? Where's my cruise control not? There. Okay, that was an interesting. That's the only thing it doesn't balance well, is where you increase the amount of days you're in a month. It doesn't balance the cost and repairs and stuff very well.
No.
Carrots with the stock harvester is horrendous, and we did. So we started it with the stock harvester and went like, we're going to be going at this for about 3 weeks trying to get this field finished. It was horrendous.
Yep.
And then we put a mod on, thinking, right, well, like, we had a simple rule in place: if you started a contract, you had to finish a contract. Right, well, we'll put a modded harvester on in terms of its capacity and being able to top and collect at the same time, because I don't think the base game one can do that. But then that bugged out, didn't it? Didn't that break?
Yeah, sensitive permissions or something.
It broke, and it was, although we owned the land, or we rented the land, it wouldn't let us use it on the land. It was,
Yeah.
and it was just about 3 days of us trying to harvest this bloody field, and we got there in the end, but it was painful. Hours and hours and hours of work.
Something happened halfway through as well, if I remember correctly. Because we had 2 versions of that harvester from that
It
mod
bugged out,
pack.
didn't it?
Yes. And we ended up, I think, having to revert from a backup, and we lost like a whole night's work.
Yes.
So
yeah.
we ended
I
up getting
remember that.
the ridiculously modded version, because there was 2 in that pack,
Yeah.
which we basically did like 2 passes and did half the field, and then went, right, okay, so we're back to where we were.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. And then we vowed never to do carrots again after
Yeah.
that.
So I've had an idea.
We're not doing carrots.
No. Here's the thing. Here's the
Sounds like
idea.
a lot of fun.
So, new punishment for rolling tractor.
Oh god. No, you got to drive the backup tractor. That's the punishment.
No. Listen to the punishment. I think you'll like it.
Oh, I don't think I will.
I think you will. So, if anyone rolls a tractor, Butters has to do a carrot contract.
Should take a vote on it while he's not here to have a say.
Yep. Wouldn't matter if he's here anyway.
Dear.
We'd outvote him.
It was the amount of joy and fun I had last night, or the night before, chucking boxes at him while we were trying to load the raft up on Star Citizen. It's just like he's there just there trying to be sensible and calm, and there's me going, boom, hey, bullseye. Oh, dear me.
I told the story today, the first year of farming, where I'd gone and worked my full 9-hour shift at work, came home,
Yeah.
clocked into the farm for a full 9-hour shift.
Yeah.
And all three of us were on for the full 9 hours. And we had enough equipment to work that field, all three of us at once. But when we finished, we looked over to find that Butters didn't have any equipment attached to his tractor. He was stood on top of his tractor, watching us work.
Yeah. Air quotes, gathering footage, air
Yes.
quotes, yeah. I think me and you hit the same level of annoyance that night.
Yeah. We'd hit a point with that field quite quickly where it's like, we've made a mistake with the limitations we've put in. But we've just got to get it done. To then look over, and we could have got it done a third quicker.
Yeah. I think that first year was the one, well, half a year we lost the save,
Yeah.
was the one that felt the most like I was doing a job and not having fun.
Yes.
What FS was your first? Mine was 19, but right at the end, just as 22, it was probably 3 or 4 months before 22 came out.
Mine was
It
13.
was 19, wasn't it? Yeah, yeah. 13 yours was, fucking hell.
Was it 09?
What about
Was
yours?
there an 09? Might have been 09 if there's an 09.
I remember switching from 19 to 22, and I was like, no, don't like it. Don't like the UI. Don't like this. Don't like that. I'm going back to 19.
I've done that
I
every
do
time.
feel the mods are not dropping as fast on 25 as they were on 22.
Yeah.
We got a load of mods quite fast in 22, whereas this one, it just feels like it's crawling along. And I don't know whether it's just because it's the mods that are coming out aren't mods that I would use or want, so I'm not registering the fact there's a lot of mods coming out. But it just feels like 22 seemed to fly. The mods used to fly.
It might as well. That's not how I was supposed to start that. It might also be because we have come from okay, part of that field looked withered from in my tractor. We've come from 22 and we're like, right, we want manual attach, we want gravity, we want this, we want that, and they're not coming.
Yeah.
Well, they're probably coming at some point, but they're not here now.
I started out right as 13 came out. It was a joke. Ended up spending 2,000 plus hours in 13 and probably the same amount of hours in the editor. Laugh out loud. Oh, mate, hats off to you if you can understand Giant's editor. I had a go. I gave it a good old college try and then gave up.
I did make my own map at one point. Well, I say make my own map. I took one of the default maps and I modded a load of stuff in because that was like, it's before you had the construction.
Right.
So if you wanted new buildings and that, you had to go into Giant's editor to mod the map. So I could do that much back then. I don't think I still could.
What was the... Oh, what farm was it? The first year of farming? What year? What map was that on?
Palmston?
Calmston. I tried it. I downloaded the editor and tried to edit that because I wanted to move some bits and bobs around. And I think on the third computer crash, I went, "Do you know what? Map's fine. Map's fine. I don't need to add stuff." Yeah, you had to add everything in the editor back then, yeah. I only just registered my beacons flashing.
I think they were on for the entirety of the last field.
Yeah, I've only just registered it's on, so. 13 and 15 had some insane mods for their time.
I remember getting a windrower in 13, I think it was, where it took like 30 seconds to unfold because it was so big.
Right.
You could do a field like this in like 2 swipes.
Right, okay.
And then I'd put it all into one row, one ridiculous row, and you'd bring the baler up, and you'd drive like a centimetre, full, dropping out a bale, drive a centimetre, full, dropping out a bale, drive a centimetre, full, dropping out a bale.
Just hit it and it's full, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember that America map we did where we were mucking around? And it's when I first started toying with editing XMLs. And it was that or was it you did the cultivator? I can't remember which one of us modded it.
Oh, I think that was me, because you
span round in the field.
You wanted me to do a slight adjustment on it. Yes. Yeah. I remember you wanted me to do a slight adjustment on it, so that it was slightly bigger, and I turned around in a field and took out half the next field. And it was that's a little bit too big.
It was that map and us mucking around was when I truly started to understand courseplay.
Yeah.
And I had 5 harvesters on the go.
Yes.
All being like all automated, all being unloaded automated. Like I truly started to understand it, and yeah.
Do you remember the road train I had?
Yeah, the one that was too heavy to move. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it still moved.
Eventually.
Yeah. You'd fully load up the road train, and then I would drive in a straight line, because you couldn't take turns. You just had to drive in a straight line. Get somewhere near your destination, then you could take like 2 or 3 trailers at a time. And then you'd have to reconnect the whole thing up. And it's an absolute pain to connect up, because at some point you had to reverse your reversing steering.
I do believe, if I remember rightly, super strength was used a lot to connect those trailers up. I remember that. It was Butters and those bloody trees. You planted all those trees, and you're like, oh, if you look in this direction, fine, turn around. 1 FPS.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what have you done?
I planted 417,000 trees.
What has been the most enjoyable FS in your opinion? No, 17. I mean, for me, it's yeah. I'm sure you've told me 17 before. For me, it's 22, just the sheer amount of hours I've spent on it, I think. But
which is funny, because when I first started in 17, I hated it. Just like with every new version of Farming Simulator.
it's just because it's different. I mean, there are things that I really don't like about this. Things I really don't like about 25.
Yeah.
But
I just think it's a bit more arcadey, but
yes, yeah, I think that's my biggest argument. $17 question mark. What did the naked cleaner say? 17. Yeah, no, he said so. Yeah, so his favourite was 17.
Is that just my name now?
You're the naked cleaner. Oh dear.
Yes, I better rebrand.
Oh dear. I guarantee you by the end of the night in a certain group chat we're all in, his nickname is going to be the Naked Cleaner.
Yay. Lord Commander Naked Cleaner. Not at your service.
Not to your service.
Gonna be very select about my clientele.
Yeah, I bet you are. Someone who's really, really, really good at cleaning up baking products, yeah?
I don't know what you mean by that, Mine. Please
Do you not
elaborate.
know? Do you not?
Let's explain and elaborate, put together.
Oh dear. Oh. Callum's naked cleaning service. I think the group chat might get a new name, let alone you.
I don't think it's good enough to rebrand.
We're no longer Trotters traders.
Callum's naked cleaning service.
I don't know how many people would join that org on Star Citizen.
Oh dear.
Oh, change the subject.
We can always swing about.
What was
So
that?
change subject, yeah. It said in my chat, we can always swing about.
Swing about. Yeah, change the subject.
Yeah.
So, in Faz the other night, we
Yeah.
detected that we had a revenant. Butters needs to get the revenant to hunt him, actually chase him, and then get away from it to get an
Right.
achievement. Now, I accidentally did that a few weeks ago now, which he is not at all annoyed about.
Right.
Because I have one more achievement than he does. So he took all of our smudge sticks into the place, and the ghost did a little ghost event, tried to scare him. He immediately smudged, so wasted that smudge stick. And like me and someone in his chat were like, "Don't smudge unless you can see the ghost." I was like, "Look, I've got every single one of our cameras set up around the house. I am in the van monitoring the cameras. I will tell you if it is hunting. Do not smudge unless I tell you it's a hunt." Yeah, okay. The ghost then tries to scare him again, so he immediately smudges. Then he's walking around the house, and I'm watching him on the cameras, and then I'm like, Buzz, why are you smudging? Misclicked.
Fuck's sake.
So he's down to one smudge stick. The ghost then does another scare event, because it's like refusing to hunt him at this point. It was quite funny. Does another scare event. Instead of lighting his smudge stick, which is good because he wasn't supposed to, he threw an unlit smudge stick at the ghost and ran out the house. And I'm like, go back in, pick up your smudge stick, and wait till I fucking tell you it's hunting.
Oh dear.
And then I was like, you might not survive it though, because you're going to need multiple, because the Revenant detects living people. You can't hide from it. Oh, we'll give it a go. And I'm monitoring the cameras. I saw the ghost appear, and the camera said it was a hunting ghost. I saw the front door slam shut. So it's like, Buzz, turn around, it's behind you, it's hunting. Smudge now. So he smudges, throws the smudge stick at the ghost, runs away. The ghost sort of wanders around for a couple of seconds, like dazed because of the smudge stick.
Yeah.
And then immediately walks to where he's hiding and kills him.
Fucking hell.
And then naturally,
No.
I'm the caring, kind friend that you all know and love, and pointed out that he had died, had not got the achievement that he's been trying to get, and that I still had an achievement more than he did.
Oh dear.
I fully expect, after I get back from my holiday, to get on. He's like, yes, I've got all the achievements. I've been trying to get 2. Well, one of them's not an achievement. He's got a full set of the tarot cards in his lobby, and I want a full set of the tarot cards, and I'm missing the Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man kills you instantly. There's no, like, oh, you have to run away from the ghost. The card kills you. So I have to die to get that one. And then there's an achievement called Debate, which up until the other day I didn't have, but others did. Which is where in multiplayer you die to a Banshee, and the game just wasn't given as a Banshee. And I think they both happened in the same day. We walked into a house, there was tarot cards in there, so I was like, oh, fuck tarot cards, get out of the house, I'm going to do the tarot cards. And like the second or third card I got, I pulled it out. I was like, Hangman! I got it! And then it just faded away, and the real card was the Fool. Because it fooled me. And then a little while later on in that day, it was our last ghost that we were trying to hunt. And Butters is out of the house. I'm in there, and I was like, right, we've got this, which leads towards a Banshee. We've got this, which leads towards... We just need this one other thing. It's like, you need to get out of the house because your sanity's really low. And I was like, no. I've just got to believe that it's a Banshee, and it'll be a Banshee. If I believe hard enough and it kills me, it will be a Banshee. He's like, it is going to hunt you, and it's going to kill you. And I got my last little bit of evidence, which pinpointed Banshee. And that's where I just threw all my equipment on the ground. And I was like, kill me now! As it immediately hunted and killed me. And Butters was like, what if it's not a Banshee? What if it's not a Banshee? I was like, we've got all the evidence, mate. It is a Banshee.
I've lost the will to play games like that in a minute. I don't know why. Just...
Yeah. I don't know why I'm enjoying it so much.
I need him to hurry up with Space Engineers too.
Yes, we need
Is what I need.
the multiplayer on that.
The multiplayer and survival. I don't know
Yes.
whether I'll jump in from just multiplayer, but definitely multiplayer and survival.
Yeah. Then we need Escape from Mars version 2.
And then you banned from being near any alcohol while we play it.
We didn't do too bad last time. We escaped. You didn't tell us that you don't really escape.
But where's the fun if I tell you what happens at the end? Oh my god!
You
I'm
fool.
full.
What I thought was funny about that is you're like, yeah, it's unwinnable. After we got up there, and I was like, well, if it's unwinnable, I'm just going to ram the fucking station that's trying to kill us. And then rammed its guns off and was like, so, we've won? It came at a cost of like half our ship, but we've won.
The disappointment of Callum when you said you didn't care for those games. Oh, dude. I used to play them a lot. With them. I just... With Phasmophobia, they added a ghost.
The Mimic.
But I didn't know they'd added that ghost for a start. And we went through and it'd been a rough gaming session that night anyway. And we guessed the ghost and we got everything right that we should have got right. And then to come out and thinking, right, I'm actually going to win a round for a change. It's going to be great. Haha, you lost. It was a Mimic. And I turned it off and never turned it back on again.
Yeah.
I was so angry. So unbelievably angry.
See, me and Butters have figured out how to detect if it's a mimic now, though.
Yeah, just some games just die for you. Happens now and then. Yeah, I do tend to be a bit of a. It's very rare I get a game and I stick to a game for a long time. Like Farming Sim for me is a rarity where I just never seem to get bored of it. Whereas other games I do tend to just go, I'm done.
But I was like that with Armour. Like the first couple of weeks of playing that, I was like, oh, it's really good, it's really good. And then I was like, and I know what you're gonna say. I was like, ah, well, this is, to me, in my eyes, just the same thing over and over. And now I know what you're gonna say. Phasmophobia is just the same thing over and over, and it 100% is. And I don't get
All
why
games are.
it feels. Well, yeah, I don't get why it
games are.
feels different to me, but it does.
I think for me, when it comes to armor, it's the flying element, the helicopter flying element.
Yeah.
That I will literally go and sit in that game and fly helicopters for 6 hours. It doesn't bother. And there's not many games that offer you the level of, oh, I can run cargo if I want to run cargo. I can run troops if I want to run troops. I can go on an attack run if I want to go on an attack run. I can do medical rescue. Well, you have the option to do medical rescue on the server that I play on. It's never succeeded for me yet. You have the option to do it.
I think the thing that's keeping me in Phas at the moment
helis. Yeah.
is I've watched a few videos of like people like InSim and that, and the amount of stuff that is available in that game, to where you can actually go in, you don't need any of the evidence equipment, so like you don't need the book, you don't need the EMF, anything like that, and you can still figure out the ghost just if you know the ghost traits.
What are you looking for?
And we're slowly getting there. Some ghosts we can detect without needing evidence. There's precisely 2 ghosts that me and Butters can detect without needing evidence. The problem is all the others.
Same for helis in Battlefield 2 and some degree Battlefield 3. Really miss the air combat from Battlefield. Never, but I'm gonna probably upset someone I don't know. I don't think I've ever played Battlefield. I may have played it on console. Oh no, do I own Battlefield? Did I buy it? Is it one of the cheap ones I picked up to play with Butters? I might actually own that. If I did, I didn't play it for very long. So I can't remember. The only thing that frustrates me with Reforger, the Armour Reforger, is the inability to bind HOTAS controls base game. Like the fact that I have to use 3 separate programs to use my HOTAS to fly in that game. And if one of those decides they're not working mid-game, hey, becomes interesting.
We've got an updated weather forecast.
Controversially, I love playing the Russian side in Armour just for the bathtubs, the flying bathtubs.
Fucking hell. So
What was
August 28th, potentially, because there's no weather forecast for the 28th yet, will be the first day with no rain. Potentially.
Right, okay.
There's literally, now this, as today ends, there'll be 7 full days of rain. Rain is killing us. So it's a good thing that for my week away, we're not going to be able to actually do anything. I just hope it stops at some point.
Time of year, unfortunately, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, excuse me. God, this field feels like it's taken longer than the last one. Yeah, no, I enjoyed. I never played Arma 2. I played Arma 3 quite a bit. I used to do a lot of game master stuff in that though. I used to set up things for Alex and Tom to go and die to. But I argued about getting Reforger for a long time. I didn't want to, and I picked it up on a sale, mucking around. But I do genuinely really enjoy. It's probably the first military kind of game that I'm actually semi alright at, to be fair, as well.
I think my favourite night in Arma was dying over and over to a sniper, but then finally finding that fucker.
Was that you and me on the hillside,
yes.
or was that me and Butters? That was me and you on the hillside, sneaking like at night.
I remember finding him, and I was just like, is that a bush, or is that... Walked over, and I just started unloading, and you're like, who's firing? Are you firing? What's going on? What's going on? And I just unloaded an entire mag into this guy. You came over, it's like, fuck it.
We had died straight for about 40 minutes to that bastard, though.
It was just sneaking on that hillside, just listening for the tiniest little like twig crack or anything, just to try and find him.
It was me and I think it was me and Alex. I don't think it was you. Doing Overwatch on Levy. We were just sniper Overwatch on Levy because it kept getting attacked. And I heard a helicopter, and I was just running through the bushes, going, "I can hear a helicopter. I can hear it. It sounds like it's landed." And I just run through a bush to see a little bird sat there, engine running. Two guys stood next to it, and I go, "Oh shit! No, that's not ours." Just light machine gun sprayed across it, killed the two guys stood next to it as he took off and like leant over, and I put the entire box mag into that fucking helicopter and just watched it spin off into the distance.
Do you remember that one where we were running through a field, the enemy heli flew over, you shot your rocket, blew it up, and then like half a second later Butters fires a rocket and goes, "I've got it!"
Yeah. Out of all the things like we do to annoy each other, and where like we lose our temper with each other, that night on Star Citizen, where I was dead in the water, I had no engines left, I had no power, I was just floating there. Then suddenly just boom, boom, and blow up, and then, for fuck's sake, mate, why did you fly into me? It's like, what? You just flew into me, God, you need to learn to look where you're going. Like, I've got no engines. I'm dead in the water. No, you flew into me. I've been sat here for 10 minutes waiting for someone to come and rescue me. I'm dead. Well, no, you definitely flew into it was just the sheer, like, I've said it now, so I'm sticking to it, attitude. Oh, it drove me around the bend. You've done similar stuff to me, though, where you just, I'm not backing down now. I know I'm wrong, but I'm not backing down.
Yeah, there's a couple of things. The only one I can remember is with Butters. It's flying along, and like, we must have took the paint off of each other's ships. We were that close, And I'm fucking laying into him like, why the fuck you fly so? Why are you flying that fast towards me? Blah, blah, blah. Boom! Oh, I'm in reverse.
Do you remember lining up to do the races?
And I fucking
with
shot
the
backwards.
Freelancers, and you shot back and we shot forward.
But we were high enough off the ground where I was able to go, why the fuck are your ships so much faster than mine? That,
Yeah.
I don't oh fuck, I'm in reverse.
Yeah. Oh, that was funny.
I remember it must have been early on gaming together. We were on Elite Dangerous. And there's two funny things I remember from that. The first one where you were multi-crewing on my ship. And that we got swarmed in this area. They disabled the ship and then all fucked off and left us.
Yeah.
And we're sat there and I'm like, so the only option I have is to auto-destruct, and I really don't want to do that because it's admitting defeat, but
That's
we're
when
dead
you
in
were
the
in
water.
the what ship was it?
Probably the Anaconda.
No, it wasn't. You didn't get the Anaconda till I started after I was playing. I think wasn't it you that introduced me to... No, you didn't introduce me to Elite Dangerous because I already owned it.
Yeah.
But I think it was with you I started playing it properly.
Yes, I think so. My other funny moment I remember from that was I'm full. Was me, you, and Butters were off like bounty hunting or something, and we got fucking ambushed. Me and you.
Mm.
Like we're getting our ass handed to us. And I said, Butters, where are you? I can't QT in. I can't QT in. It's not working. Not QT. Whatever it is in that. I can't get it. It's not working. It's not working. Oh, I don't know why. It's not working. It's like we are gonna die. We need reinforcements to even stand a chance. Like, please. Well, I don't know. Just wait. Let me in. Just wait. Let me in. Somehow we won. Like we were like without the cockpits, losing oxygen, fucking passing out. But somehow we won. And it's like, right, we got the last one. We're gonna have to head back to the station. I'm here, guys.
Yeah.
It's like, that's great. I have no heads-up display anymore. Can you point me in the direction of the station? Because I've got 30 seconds of oxygen left.
Yeah. I remember going into after doing all that work, all that effort and energy into getting my Anaconda like A grade top, the best it could be, like all fully engineered, fully everything, super duper. And him, like I was off doing something. We were on gaming together, but we were doing separate things.
Yep.
And him saying to me in chat, going, "Oh, my ship's been blown up. I need rescuing. Can you rescue me?" Yeah, no problem. Yeah, there's some light defences around the base. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'll come in. So I'm flying in my super duper overpowered Anaconda just to get lit up. I mean, like some defences was half the fucking planetary defences of an entire civilization. I'm like, fuck. And I'm like, well, I'm committed. Like, there's no point running away now. I'm committed.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I survived that pickup because I had to go in for a full landing whilst under attack by two or three fucking ships, ground stations, and it was the rockets, the ground-based rockets coming up at me, were just screwing me.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how we got out of there alive. I'm like, some defences. I miss and I don't miss that game. It's another game I just got really angry with, and it's just the inability for them to hide the grind.
Yeah.
I love the game. You want the best ship? Well, you have to grind for the next 4 years to have the best ship. All right, okay. I've done my grind. I've grinded for 4 years to have the best ship I can have.
Cool. Now you gotta pay
we're
for
just
it.
selling them now. We're just selling them now. You just buy it. I beg pardon. I've 4,000 hours to get this ship. No, you just buy it now. 20 quid, you can have it. I'm done. I'm done.
I just remember I signed up to be a fuel rat. I'm doing good at that, aren't I? Part of my training for it, I was supposed to sit and observe a few rescues, but whenever I was on, there was never any rescues.
I'm glad we did. Me and Butters did that run out to Colonia.
Yes, I think I did it at the
And
same
then we
time,
shot. Did ya?
Yeah.
Was it all of us did it together? Or was it just me and you and not Butters? I can't remember.
No, I think you and Butters were on a similar course, because I decided, I think I was taking a mission near there, so I was like, oh, I'm going to stop by there as well. But I was using the Neutron Highway.
That's right. No, I
So
remember
arrived there
like,
with a
flying
severely damaged
directly
FSD.
there. I remember flying directly there, hoping to get a few systems named after me. Didn't get any.
Yeah.
And then I went, well, I'm going to go out on a tangent. I'm just going to fly out in a direction and then head back to the centre. And I ended up with like 39 or 40 systems named after me.
Yes, I got loads named after me on the way there. And the way back.
Just happens to be the loop you take, doesn't it? It's...
Do you remember the journey back?
What, are you flying in the wrong direction?
I believe that was Butters.
No, or Butters. Butters flying in the wrong direction.
For ages.
I remember. Yeah. I remember me and Butters taking a jaunt out to the edge of the system, and we flew out as far as we could before we just couldn't jump any further because the stars were too far apart. But again, another thing that really pissed me off with that game was the whole Fargoids?
Yep.
But the fact that it's just impossible to beat unless you had a specific, ultra specific loadout.
Yeah. I remember when they were first introduced. I remember I was flying out somewhere, and then all of a sudden I couldn't control my ship. The ship powered down, their ship came over and had a look.
Yeah. I need this field to be over with. I'm knackered.
Yeah. I don't think I'm up for bailing tonight.
No, I'll be a tomorrow night thing, I think. What I might do is, because obviously I probably won't be on, so I imagine you two aren't going to be on until after work.
No.
I might just jump on in the evening and come over with a windrow and ram all up.
Yeah. Nice
Obviously
thing about
somebody's
tomorrow is I'm not going to bed.
Right.
So I can jump on, bail them up. I need to do my check ride with my virtual airline that I'm not allowed to talk about. Or stream, so that won't be streamed. So there goes with not being able to talk about it, right?
Are you off Saturday? Are you?
I'm off Saturday, yeah.
That'd be my last.
But I'm up until about midday Saturday. Then going to bed, waking up for about 9 p.m-ish, 9 p.m.
Hmm.
Then I'll get myself sorted. I will need to stream for do my Sunday stream after midnight. And then drive myself to the scary place. That's what I've deemed it, because I'm now in a constant state of anxious.
Are you going there first then, or is he come?
I'm going there first.
Right.
And it's funny because I'm not worried about the drive there. I'm not worried about figuring out how to get on the shuttle bus to Terminal 3. Not a problem. I know where I'm checking in. Not a problem. I know how to get to the departures lounge. I know how to get to security. Not a problem. The gate. That's what I'm worried about. Is getting to the gate on time. I know it's all going to be signposted. There'll be people there who'll be able to point me in the right direction, but that's not my anxiety, though.
If only it was that easy.
Yeah. I won't now be calm until I've met up with Marcus and we're like at his car.
Yeah, no, I'm not good at flying, to be fair. I'm not.
Funny thing, the flight itself is not a problem for me. After experiencing my own piloting ability, a professional who does it every day is their job, should be fine. I used to love being on a plane as a kid.
No, I've never been a comfortable flyer, and I had that really bad flight back from Italy, and I'm done now.
Yeah.
I don't need to be on a plane.
What I think is the funniest part about the drive there, there's only one part of the drive I am most nervous for, and it's driving through our city to get to the first motorway.
Right.
Because I think it's because I learnt to drive there, and I don't know if it's
Right.
just psychological. It must be psychological because I know what I'm doing, but I will avoid driving into there as much as possible.
That's fair enough.
I was driving around there, my hands are sweating, like shaking. But anywhere else, I'm fine. But I had all my lessons there, I had my tests there, like I think I must have just worked myself up so much about driving around that area that it's just never gonna leave me now.
Yeah.
Maybe if I force myself to go and drive around for a bit there, maybe, probably. I only go there like
I've
2 or 3 times a year.
been in
if
worse
that.
places.
Clive was, we were talking about Blackpool and that. The only thing I was nervous about for that drive was the drive home and being tired.
You're off to bed. Thank you for joining us. It's been nice chatting. Hopefully I'll
Stopping
catch you
by.
again.
Yeah, just being tired was the only thing I was a bit nervous about on the drive home. But I just find it hilarious that, oh, I've got to drive for 5 hours straight. Yeah, not a problem. Oh, 20 minutes up the road. That's a problem. What?
It is. I do think it is when you know something and you do something. So I know. So obviously I don't drive. You know, I don't drive. But I know from Mel, like, so we did the journey to holiday.
Yeah,
You know, where we went for holiday.
yeah.
No problem, because it's basically one straight line.
It is, yeah.
It's basically one straight line. No problem. Get into Warner Brothers. No, that was way more stressful for her, because it's on the motorway, off the motorway.
Yeah.
Go this direction, go that. You all over the place. Where am I going? Sorry.
Sorry. Honestly, like, I get a bit anxious about that because, yeah, on and off motorways, roads you've not been on before, that kind of stuff.
You too bad.
But I
Yeah,
get
sorry.
way more anxious just about going into the city. And I don't know why.
It's not that bad.
You'd think, like, I spent 5 days straight because I did the week's intensive course just driving around that city. But for some reason, just the thought of driving in there, like, my hands are sweating. And I don't get it.
But that's like, it's the old adage, when you get thrown off a horse, the best thing you can do is get back on it.
Yeah.
You just need to go and do it. And trust me, from someone who's been thrown off a horse, I know how hard it is to get back if you've been thrown off.
I think the only time my mum's been in the car where we went into the city, she experienced just how much I don't like driving there, because it started raining on the way back. I should not be behind you right now. It started raining on the way back because it was bright sunshine, and then, like, someone flicked a switch and it was raining. And because there's two of us in the car, like, with drinks and all that kind of stuff, so everywhere I would normally have just dumped my sunglasses had stuff there, including like the passenger seat. I'd normally just put them on the passenger seat or something. And because I was already panicking about driving there, my mum ended up with sunglasses thrown at her. You said, "What was that for?" I was like, "Well, that's not where to put 'em." And then we stopped off here, someplace.
Yeah.
And got back in the car to find that, yeah, you know, lower fans now. It may work, it may not. Which is great when you get back into a car and because it's been raining, you're damp and like the windows are steaming up and it's like, oh, does your demister work? No. No, because the plug needs to be at a 45.5 degree angle to fucking work. Fucking car.
No, I always just fall into, when Mel starts getting stressed and annoyed with the journey, I fall into co-pilot. You know, I start relaying sat nav. I start.
Yep.
So she hasn't got to look at it or think about it. I do all that stuff. Pass her anything she needs. Take away anything she wants me to take away. it was going through. Oh shit! I can't see the. There was a town we went through on the way back from the place we went on holiday.
Yeah.
It's one of the bigger towns you have to go through the centre of.
Yeah.
I
think it's probably the one I hate.
And it probably Mel hates it too.
Start
It's
with a B?
really easy, but it doesn't.
Start with a B?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really easy, but it doesn't ever
Yes.
look like it's going to be really easy.
Yeah.
And it stresses her out.
Yeah.
And me and Amelia had been playing Pokemon Go the entire time. Like, because I'd used up all my stuff. I needed to get Pokestops and stuff on the way back. So all the way back we were playing Pokemon Go. And we got to Boston, and obviously Mel was getting more and more stressed. And I've got her phone on one lap, one leg. I've got my phone on the other leg. I'm trying to play Pokemon Go and guide her. And obviously she was getting angrier and angrier with me because I wasn't paying enough attention.
Yeah.
To what I should have been paying attention to. So it's like, wait a minute. So I chucked my phone at Amelia in the back seat. It was like, right, you need to get Pokestops to both of us now. So she sat there. There's me guiding Mel in the front on her phone. She sat there with her phone, Amelia's phone, and my phone on her legs, trying to play Pokemon Go for two people, all the way through that place. It's really annoying though, because it is really easy. Just stay in the same lane and you're fine, pretty much all the way through. But it doesn't look like that.
No.
And the sign postage for it is terrible.
Oh yeah. It reminds me of a mini Kegworth interchange. Like, it is actually quite simple, but the way it has been signposted and set up is truly awful. We first journey I really did in my new car, driving back from Hunstanton, and there was a point where my sat nav was like, you need to turn left from the left lane. Yeah, makes sense. Cool. Yeah. I was no, you don't. Like, well, I'm following the sat nav. He's like, yeah, but you're going west or east, whatever it was. You're going in a direction. I was like, that's cool. That means nothing to me. Right now, that means nothing to me. Like, yeah, but you're going that direction, so you need to be in the second lane. Look, we are approaching it. I'm going to go from the lane the sat-nav's telling me to, because it knows where it's going, right? 100%, you can go left from the second lane. And if I'd been in the second lane, I would have exited in the second lane. And that's all I'd have needed to know, because I would have then been in the correct lane to then make my right turn. Following the sat-nav, I then had to quickly switch from the left lane into the right lane through traffic controlled lights, traffic control roundabout. I didn't realise it was traffic light control roundabout until the very last second, which resulted in me seeing the lights starting to change past the point where I should have gone, I'm ignoring the lights at this point because it's unsafe to stop. Switched off of the gas, tapped the brakes, went, oh god no, you can't stop. To then map the accelerator again, because I need to build up my speed again to get through the lights, because I'd fucked that up. To then have to try and change gear. I then forgot that to change gear you need to use the clutch, because I had just been overloaded with so much information from two conflicting sources about where I was going, and just apparently forgot how to just drive a car.
We did find it. I found it a bit annoying that Google's or Apple's map system, the road speeds aren't accurate.
Yeah.
It gives you. Because there was plenty of roads that was going on, there's just 70, but the signs were saying 60.
Yeah.
And legally, I'm following the signs.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, because they're not going to take, oh, well, the sat-nav said, as an excuse.
There was, I'm going to have to remember it because I'm doing basically a similar journey to get to Heathrow. There's a stretch of road where it's signposted 50, but Waze 100% thinks it's 70. and so does everybody else on the road.
Hmm.
To the point where I saw the signpost for 50, so I slowed down, then looked at Waze and was like, oh no, wait, did I see that? And everyone else was going faster, and I was like, because I'm now like the obstacle in the road, everyone is going around me.
Yeah.
Maybe I must have misread the sign, or maybe I missed the national speed limit sign or something. And then I passed a repeater that said 50, and I was like, no. It is 50, but nobody's doing it. Like, I am. Because it was fucking average speed check as well, so I don't know how anyone was getting past that. Like, able to speed down there, but they were. I was like, I would rather go by the signposted than what my sat nav and everybody else is doing, because if I'm caught speeding and go, yeah, well, I know the road sign said this, but everybody else was speeding.
Yeah, they ain't gonna take that.
Whereas if I get pulled over because I'm an obstacle in the road, and I'm like, well, your road signs say 50. Where? Right there. Either the road signs are wrong, which I can maybe understand one, not every single road sign. Yeah, it was bizarre. It just had me questioning for quite a while until I got to that repeater whether I was right. But I am glad I stuck to my guns and stayed at 50.
No, we always have the. I mean, we had the discussion when the first like discrepancy came up. We had the discussion. I said, "Well, we'll always go for whatever is the slowest speed."
Yeah.
So if the sat nav says the slowest speed, that's what we go by. If the sign says the slowest speed, that's what we go by. And you can't be wrong.
Yeah. I could not believe the sat nav. Like driving down the A1. A1 closed at Black Cat. Cool. Next road sign. A1 closed at Black Cat. Cool. Next road sign. A1 closed at Black Cat. Okay, I get it. Cool. Yeah. There is a road ahead closed. We are rerouting you for road closure. Oh, cool. The sat nav knows it's rerouting me.
Yeah.
Get to a roundabout. Take the second exit. What? The exit that's closed on Black Cat?
Yeah. I had that on the way home, as you know, because I moaned about it.
Well, so I had that. So I came to the exit and was like, well, shit, I'm obviously not exiting here. So I kept going around the roundabout and just took the next exit. Thought, worst case, find somewhere to pull over. The sat nav will recalculate to get me out of this. Be fine. I ended up going through this little fucking village. Not a problem. What I didn't like was that it was 20-mile-an-hour speed limit. But, yeah, sure, cool. But you couldn't make 20 mile an hour. That was that's a ludicrous speed for the 607,000 roundabouts they had. Every little junction, rather than just being like a T-junction, off into some side street, was a roundabout. That was the longest 5 miles of my life.
There was one bit of road when we were off script and I was just guiding us from the blank map.
Yeah.
Where the road said, "Oh, this is a 60-mile-an-hour road." Little country lane. Yeah, this is a. If anyone ever managed to get to 60 up and down that road, I don't know how, because not only was it twisty and turny, so how you get to that speed, but the road was so uneven that even at 40 or 45 we were going down there at, there were moments where I'm not 100% sure our wheels are on the ground.
Yeah. I was doing like a little tour of the area when I first got this car, just to sort of get a feel for it. It took me down a road where it was closed at that time of night for roadworks. And it kept redirecting me to it. So I was like, right, fuck it. I'm going to just follow the signposted diversion and trying to get the sat-nav to recalculate. Following signposted diversion, that wasn't an issue. The sat-nav finally recalculated. I was like, oh, okay, we're just going to take you home because we can't figure it out. We can't figure out how to do this loop. We're just going to take you home. Cool, whatever. Fine. Puts me on country lanes to get home. Don't like them, but we'll do it, okay? Because, like, it's the 60 mile an hour. You can't get it, both-way traffic, but you can only get one car down it. So you got passing points and that. First little bit, not a problem. Turn right. Okay, turn right. What the fuck was that noise? Yeah, so Mount Everest was built in the middle of this road.
Yeah.
I was like, shit. Because there wasn't, without reversing back and having to do like an 80-point turn on a fucking country lane, there was no way of going anywhere. So I can't be that long. So I drove at probably like a 20-degree angle because I was pretty much bottoming out the car. So I had to drive at an angle at like 5 mile an hour down this fucking country lane that was technically 60. And that is the last one of those routes I ever did from that app. Because, you know, brand new car. Oh, I'm just going to fucking ruin it on this road.
Right, I'm going to end my stream there today. Thank you very much for joining us. And I will undoubtedly be on probably Saturday night at this rate at some point. Catch you leaders.
This is where my streams are going to get a little bit weird, so you have to bear with me. Let's actually update the day of the week this time. So, I'm going to be live for Friday in about 2 hours' time. Bear with me. Technically, it's a new day, because it's going to be past midnight. Is to get me on a better schedule for, well, being away. So, normal programming will resume now in a week and a half's time, pretty much. What are we at? We're on Thursday. Yeah, about a week and a half's time.
The whole point of this cooking process is to eat it.
The whole point of this cooking process is to eat it afterwards. So yeah, I'm live at 1:30 tomorrow, which is in 2 hours' time. And then it's going to be the same for Saturday. Sunday is 1 minute past midnight. Technically a new day. And then Monday, anyone's guess. There will be no time set for streams, just the day. For Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So for 8 days. So yes. Massive thanks to those who joined me today, but if you're new to the channel or haven't already, don't forget to follow the channel, follow Twitter, subscribe to YouTube, all that fun stuff. Links are below the channel. You can of course subscribe to the channel if you choose. If you have some moments, if you're to Twitch, you can subscribe for free. Also, if you do so, but as I didn't say, I will be back tomorrow, 2 hours time, for day 234 of the Countdown Stream a Day Challenge. I do hope to see you in about 5 minutes, really.